Hey, what's up everybody? Welcome back. Brandon again. I'm actually in the gym at my work. I mentioned this in a video the other day, so I thought I'd go ahead and show you guys this. If you follow me on Instagram or Twitter, you've probably already seen this, but I figured I'd give you a quick tour. There's not much to see. But again, I thought it was relevant only because I had just recently mentioned it. So first things first, in this corner, you see a power block station. Or adjustable dumbbells, as you can see by the name down there, power block. However, you don't see any actual dumbbells here. So this gym has been open for not very long. We're in a corporate park. So there's a couple businesses here, and literally within a week of this place being opened, someone went ahead and jacked the power block. So those are no longer available. Kind of sucks that someone would do that, but I mean, I guess people got to do what they got to do. You have just a foam mat here if you want to do any kind of ab exercises. You have your standard exercise balls, a couple pieces of equipment. You have an elliptical, you have a stationary bike, and you have a treadmill. I prefer to use the treadmill, it's easier. You also have some medicine balls and some bands here in the corner as well. As far as this goes on the treadmill, I usually come in here, as you can see my ugly face, and I just watch Netflix. So I come in here for half an hour, get into Netflix, if I hit the button right, which I don't want to do, but I get into Netflix. I've been watching a lot of The Walking Dead. You guys probably can't see that. I've been trying to catch up. I'm behind. If you remember from my other video the other day, I end up actually watching a lot more TV. I'm sorry, I can't focus as I walk and try to look in this monitor at the same time. I don't watch a lot of TV as it is anymore. If I do, it's DVR'd stuff. And even then, I don't have a lot of time to just sit there and watch TV. I feel like I'm wasting time, even though I do spend a lot of time watching YouTube videos in my downtime, but it's quick, it's easy, they're usually more manageable. But as part of that, I've also been watching a lot of Netflix to kind of catch up on shows that over the past couple of years, I never really got to watch. I mean, for the most part, when I watch TV these days, it's like sports, Comedy Central stuff, or like HGTV or the Food Network. Those are probably my two favorite channels, HGTV and the Food Network. Really got to reassess my priorities in life, but I figured I'd go ahead and show you guys this. As again, I mentioned it, I thought it was relevant, so I'm gonna go ahead and get this done and we'll talk to y'all soon. Yo, what's good everybody? Welcome back. It's Brandon. I actually just got back from work and from Walmart. So I went and picked up some food. I was running low on supplies. I figured I'd go ahead and just add this in randomly to one of the videos I'm already doing because a lot of times you guys like to see this stuff just to get an idea of the things that I eat and things that you can eat as well. So coming over here, let's just take a look to see what I got. We'll start on this end. The hell was that? Anyways, I got some eggs. This is, I believe, 5 dozen eggs. Yep, 5 dozen large eggs. So this will last me probably about 2 weeks or so. Typically have anywhere between 4 to 6 eggs a day. I also picked up a few of these ready rices. So if you saw my cooking video the other day, I tried this out and I actually really liked it. So these things you just microwave for 90 seconds. They give you 2 cups or 2 servings. Each serving ends up being, as you can see here, roughly about 41 carbs, depending on which kind you got. I got a couple different flavors to try them out. So these are pretty quick and easy. I have a rice cooker and I like it, and I like making rice in bulk, but I find it just gets really dry after a couple days. So one of the things I'm looking at is just an easier way to do rice, so this could definitely be it. Picked up some bananas as well, add some strawberries, some fruit. We get a lot of flack for the lack of fruit in my diet, even though I managed to hit my macros and my micros. However, if you follow me on Instagram, you'll also notice that I picked up, actually I'll come over here, let's see if we can take a look. You can probably see that a little bit. I picked up one of these food dehydrators to make some like dried fruit and also some beef jerky. So I figured I might try that out with the bananas and the strawberries as well. I've been watching a lot of Endomorph Beast, so shout out to you and your channel. He's been cooking a lot of stuff, a lot of Spanish themed dishes. So for some reason, I wanted to get this Pico de Gallo by Goya. It's one of my favorite kinds out there, and his videos just remind me that. If you haven't seen his channel, go ahead and check it out. I'll link it in the description right to the right of this bottle right about now. Also just picked up some mustard. I'm a big mustard fan. This is just spicy Southwest mustard. Mustard's a great thing to add in if you're dieting and you're really worried about adding extra calories in. It has a lot of flavor, but you can see right here is the calories are still very low. Picked up 2 cans of black beans here. Just good to have on hand. Great source of carbs. They also give you a little bit of protein on them. Just personal preference again on that Spanish kick there next to the Pico de Gallo. Figured I'd get some black beans. I got some sandwich rolls as well as some sliced turkey meat. I love sandwiches. I just don't find I make stuff with them that often, only because when I buy like a bag like this of deli meat, this will only last me, even though it's a pound, probably like 3 days, maybe 2 if I'm lucky. Just because I love putting a lot of meat on my sandwich. I love my meat. Also just picked up some wraps instead. Figured I could use this for sandwiches as well as sometimes in the morning making you know, a breakfast wrap or anything else that I choose to cook. Just figured it's good to have some of these tortillas on hand. I did get a few vegetables also. Just got some baby spinach, a little bit of broccoli, and then some asparagus as well, just because I was there. The greens are good for you. I also got some paper towels because we were in dire need. And now it's on to my favorite portion of what I picked up, and that's all the meat stuff. So what I got is just some ham steaks. You guys know again from my breakfast that I like throwing this in with my eggs. See if we can get an idea of the nutritional content. So I'll probably have like 1 ham steak with my breakfast each day. 70 calories, 2 grams of fat, not really any carbs, 2 grams of carbs, and 11 grams of protein. So just a good way to up my protein for my breakfast. Not to mention, they're quite delicious. Picked up some ground turkey also. This is 93.7, don't really care. I'm probably just gonna freeze this just to have on hand again. My problem is when I shop, I typically only shop for about 5 or 6 days worth. And oftentimes towards the end of that, I'm out of food and I have to go out shopping again. So I wanna try to be better about stocking up on some stuff. So again, probably just freeze these. That way I can defrost them whenever I need them. I picked up some hamburger patties as well. Haven't had these in a long time. Figured I'd go ahead and do it. These ones are pretty lean as well. You can see right here, 93.7. They have good macros on them too that I'll show you. So as you can see, per patty, 170 calories, 8 grams of fat, no carbs, but 23 grams of protein. So that's pretty good. And that's the same reason why I picked up some of these really thin cut pork chops. So this is something I try to incorporate in maybe once a week is pork. I know a lot of people don't like it. They view it as like a dirty meat. But for this, these are very easy to make, obviously. And if you look at the nutrition facts again, 4 ounces, 190 calories, 10 grams of fat, 0 carbs, but again, 23 grams of protein. So it's just a good way to diversify and make sure that you're getting a whole bunch of different kinds of protein sources and you're not just eating the same thing over and over again. So it does add some variety, but a staple of any shopping trip is always some chicken breasts. I don't know why this looks a little bit discolored right here. It's not in real life, so it's a little weird. But I like buying it from Walmart in this case because it's cheap, $1.99. So I'll probably go ahead and cook some of these immediately and just individually bag the other breasts in Ziploc bags and freeze them for later use. Oh, and I forgot to mention one of my favorite pickups also. Got some chocolate crunch, so some Captain Crunch. Again, I like having carb source at breakfast. These are an easy way to get carbs in, not to mention they're very good. Let me kind of get that out of the light so you can see. So for a 3/4 cup, which is 1 serving, 27 grams, only 110 calories, 1 gram of fat, 23 carbs, and 1 gram of protein. So I just look at this as strictly a carb source. I know some people don't like the fact that these are a lot of sugar for the most part. So you're looking at 11 grams of sugar right there. You do get 1 gram of fiber, so not that really cancels each other out. I don't really care about sugar intake that much because for the most part, as you can see by some of the stuff I bought, with maybe the exception of the strawberries and banana, there's not really much sugar added in here. Again, not that I necessarily worry about that because I'm a healthy individual, but that sounds like a very good topic for a future video. So that's all I got. Those are some of my pickups. Like I said, it's Friday. It's just about a little after 5, which means the weekend is starting. We might be getting more snow here in Rhode Island. Hip hip fucking hooray. You can tell I'm really excited about it. But hope you guys all have a good weekend, and in the meantime, stay big. And I'm only going to say it in this video only because with these random clips, I never know which video is truly going to be the last one. That's why some of you guys call me out and say, oh, you didn't say stay big. It's because I have no idea what I'm actually going to be putting into these videos until they actually get edited. So stay big in case this is the end, and if not, it'll just be a redundant one. I'll talk to you guys soon.